Okay. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Kia Hyundai channel. My name is Gabi.
And I'm Charlotte.
And this is the 2024 Kia Sorento. That's right.
EX.
We filmed the 2024 Hyundai Santa Fe and the Kia Sorento in the same week.
And they're direct competitors.
Absolutely direct competitors. They share the same powertrain, a lot of the same features, same software.
Definitely not the same styling, though.
No, absolutely not. So if you prefer a more, I want to say, traditional sort of styling, perhaps you like things to look a little bit more sporty and less retro yet futuristic, definitely check out the Kia Sorento. There is a lot that has changed for the 2024 model year. Mind you, it wasn't a complete redesign. It was more so a refresh.
She took a break and now she's back.
Yes, back and better. So we're going to take a look at the styling, talk about the performance, and of course give you a full walkthrough of everything the new Sorento has to offer. This specific trim level is called the EX, so this is where you're going to get a lot of your comfort features, but we'll still talk about what you get standard and what comes in the higher trim levels. If you're curious to see more about the Kia Sorento, don't forget to subscribe to our channel because we film Kia and Hyundai product every single day.
Every single day, live streams at 2 p.m. plus extra videos on the weekends and during the week.
And more than that, we're not just a YouTube channel, although we are that. We also have 3 stores. So Brantford Kia, that's where me and Charlotte work, and that's where we film every day. But we also have 2 Hyundai stores, so Brantford Hyundai and Owen Sound Hyundai. If you're in Ontario, Canada, any of these stores would be happy to assist you along the journey of your new vehicle.
I think with that being said, let's hop right into this because I cannot wait any longer.
Let's go. All right, so first things first, I just want to talk about the paint color. This is our metallic paint called Gravity Gray. We've had this color for a while, and it always does well because number one, it hides dirt and imperfections very, very nicely, but it also has a beautiful metallic flake in the paint that really sparkles in the sunlight. Of course, our video bay does not do it justice, but nonetheless, beautiful paint. Something you'll notice right off the bat that's different about the Sorento is the headlight design. So this is Kia's new Star Map styling. You'll see it on the Kia Seltos, you'll see it on the future Kia Carnival, and of course, it's here on the Sorento. So first things first, we get that distinct, bold daytime running light in that amber hue. Just below that, or I should say vertically stacked from that, we have our main headlamp. So that is going to be a full LED. And something that's great about the EX trim level, that's where you'll also get projection LED headlamps. So think more precision, sharp, and of course the cutoff. Charlotte's literally blinded
right now.
But they are extremely bright, extremely sharp, and you also have intelligent high beam assist, meaning that once you turn on your high beams, the car does the rest of the work for you. So it automatically shuts them off when it senses another vehicle. Another thing that's fresh and new for 2024 is the inclusion of front and rear parking sensors across all trim levels. So from the base to the top, you're going to get this advanced feature. It's called, in Kia's terms, parking distance warning, forwards and reverse. I really like it. And on the more higher trims, you'll also get it on the side as well too, which is quite nice. In the very center, I'm just going to shuffle forwards, we have our radar plate, and that's right on the EX trim and even below. So this is a standard feature. You're going to have smart cruise control. It's adaptive. So based on the driving ahead of you, for the car ahead of you, your vehicle will come all the way to complete halt and then right back up to speed again. And again, a base safety function. Love to see it. Kia's done a great job with the place, and I'm really happy with what we have for standard features on the Sorento. On top of that, we also have right in the very center of our windshield, our camera. Now this isn't a new feature by any means, but again, on the topic of the things that are standard, we get standard lane keep assist, lane follow assist, the safety function for your radar plate, which is your, of course, smart cruise control, but also forward collision avoidance for pedestrians and cyclists. One thing I want to talk about is the powertrain. So if you're looking at the EX trim and above, you're going to get your 2.5 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine. If you know me, or if you've been watching this channel for a long time, I don't even think I have to say anything else. You know how much I love this powertrain. It has ample power, so 281 horse to be exact, with 311 pound-feet of torque. If there's one thing I think Kia could improve on for future years of the Kia Sorento, is to add a hydraulic lift to the hood, because this thing is heavy, but that just shows me that this vehicle is solid. It truly feels, even when I was driving it, I drove it back from our compound, which is about 33 kilometers. It is a soft, I want to say soft, so it's like a silky ride, but there was still so much vehicle around me. I felt very safe in the vehicle, and safety is something I'll talk about in a second. So 2.5 liter 4-cylinder turbo, 281 horse, 311 pound-feet of torque, 8-speed dual clutch transmission, no paddle shifters on this trim level, but you do have your traditional gear shift, which you can knock over to the left and manipulate if you'd like to do so. So you can manually select the gears if you'd like, in an automated manual sort of way. For our wheels, these are 20-inch alloys. You get a mix of a dark and light finish, ties in very nicely, and then our center cap, you may notice you don't have access to your lug nuts. Don't worry, this is just a cap, comes off, and then of course you can take off your tires if need be. For your mirrors, you do have a mix of body color and black. So you can see there is a turn signal indicator. And then on the flip side, or the actual mirror portion, we do have blind spot detection. So that will illuminate once there's a vehicle in your blind spot. On the EX trim, your side elements or side accents are going to be chrome, but in the other trim levels, you'll see them as a dark or blacked out finish. More chrome around your windows, and we get these sleek roof rails integrated with the vehicle. You may notice on the driver's side door handle, we do have our button, so that is going to be used to keylessly get into your vehicle or get out. It's going to allow you to unlock and lock it. And something that's really nice is a keyless entry is standard. You get push to start on every trim level of the Kia Sorento. That also means you get remote start built into the key fob. All right, here's my favorite though. So on the EX trim, this one's priced at $42,975 Canadian. So not too high. We get something that you typically have to go almost to the top trim level to get. Power liftgate, baby. You can set the height to whatever's best for you. So if this is a little too high, pull it down, press and hold the liftgate button till it beeps. There we go. And this is my new set height. For the seating arrangements, the EX is where you're going to get your 6-seater. The trim level below, which is called the LX, you get 7 seats. So the only difference is in the very middle, you'll have a bench, but you'll still have 2 seats in the very back. To knock these seats down, it's pretty simple. You grab your tether, which is conveniently Velcroed to the back of the seat, give it a pull, unlocks the seat, and allows you to give it a push. We're going to keep it up for now to talk about actual space back here. And then Charlotte will do a demonstration to actually show you what it's like. So that's with both seats up, not ample room, but if you're someone who's not going to be using your rear seats that often, you fold them down and you have a ton of space. Underneath the floorboard here, we have our spare tire kit. But where's the spare tire?
I think
under
it's
there.
Underwear! Ah!
Sorry guys, but seriously, your spare tire is underneath the vehicle. Your kit's over here, which allows you to have a little bit of extra room over here for whatever else you may need with your vehicle. All right, we'll knock this down. Take a look at the rear end. The rear end hasn't changed much. One thing you will notice is this is a combined taillight now. No more separation, no more breakage. We come together for 2024. And this is our vertically stacked tail lamp design, star map style.
Such a huge difference on the rear.
No LED taillights in this trim level, but you do have an LED high-mounted stomp lamp. Oh, I have to stop talking. Stop lamp. Underneath our spoiler, we do have a rear wiper, which is nicely tucked away from elements like snow, mud, ice. This morning it was, I mean, look outside right now, there's no snow. When I drove into work, there was snow everywhere. I love Canada, which leads me to my next point. All models of the Kia Sorento in Canada are equipped with all-wheel drive, which also means that we have snow, mud, and sand mode. Pretty nice. So all of those are standard on the vehicle. And then of course, whenever we'll talk about something that's on the EX or above, we'll always point it out to you guys. Now, let's take a look inside and see what else this vehicle has to offer.
All right. So there's definitely lots to offer on the inside. There's lots of really good elements that I think you guys will be very excited about. You can probably already guess what my favorite one is, except it's not a sunglass holder, single tier. But as Gabby said, we do have a proximity key, so it is simply press the button, you're able to get into the vehicle. And if you pop in, we have some nice synthetic leather seating. We have 6-way power adjustable seat with the inclusion of 2-way lumbar support, so 8-way power adjustable total. Now I realized I went straight for the seats because they're incredibly comfy, and I didn't quite talk about the passenger's door, so we'll show that too. We have some nice dark chrome or gunmetal accents along here, again with those nice flush door handles. I love that design. For controls, you have your electronically controlled mirrors, express window for the driver, and regular automatic windows for everyone else, as well as your child lock. And then speakers and cup holder, everything like that down at the bottom.
Sweet.
This side,
I just want to point out your seat's powered. Did you know that power seats or power driver seat is standard in the Kia Sorento?
oh, finally. No more.
Yes.
If you've ever done that, I've done that multiple times.
You're going uphill, need to adjust your seat, and you slide
all
all
the
the way
way
to the back. Yeah, no more of that.
I'll just show what controls we've got on here. Of course, again, we're keeping with our vents, mimicking the design of our headlamps, brightness adjuster for your screen, tailgate controls, and disabling traction control.
Sweet.
I'll have Gabby come around and we'll keep talking.
All right. One more look at the front end with the hood open. So again, it's a refresh, not a complete redesign, so it's still very much Sorento. I will say though, when it comes to actually driving this vehicle, I drove our 2023 Sorento SX Turbo, so same powertrain over the weekend, and oh my gosh, so fun to drive. I love this car. But driving this 2024, there's definitely less road noise. So I looked up Kia's dealer brochure, so the internal one, and they added a ton of research essentially and development to the 2024's NVH, which is noise, vibration, harshness. You can tell it works. This car is quiet.
Yeah, I couldn't hear what you were saying out there.
Oh, well, more so for
So I don't know what you're talking about right now.
more so for road noise, but nonetheless.
Oh my god. I'm just walking into this conversation.
I'm just out the window pointing.
All right, so let's take a look at what we have here. So you can see that we have our beautiful supervision cluster, and we have simplified graphics when it comes to our instrument cluster. So 4.2-inch screen in the center, and then digital speedometer, digital tachometer, again with those simplified graphics. I love it. You have your temperature down at the bottom, your fuel gauge too, everything along those lines, and then we can give you a quick look at what it looks like to cycle through. Gabby mentioned, of course, it's all-wheel drive, so you can see your power distribution because it is adaptable all-wheel drive. Quick stats, all of that good stuff. This is all going to be pretty standard. Happy to report again, leather wrapped steering wheel, heated steering wheel, so super comfortable with our media controls on one side and our driving controls like cruise control, lane keep assist, lane follow assist on the right hand side. Behind it, of course, keeping things classic with wipers, lighting controls, everything along those lines. Now, I'm really impressed with this center console, and it shows me that Kia is listening because I want you to guess what I'm going to say that I am impressed with.
Wait, I don't see my fingerprints.
That's exactly it. This is all a nice matte black. It's not piano black. I think that they do a good use of piano black elements like on the steering wheel. It's just the right touch to make it feel luxurious and fun, but they are listening. Thank you, Kia Canada.
Guys, ask for sunglass holders next.
Yeah, sunglass holders.
Please.
But this is actually going to be the true star of the show, and that's going to be our 12.3-inch media screen running the new CCNC software. So this is the first gasoline Kia that we are seeing with this software with over-the-air updates. And do you guys see any wires? Because I sure don't, which means we have wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and we also have a wireless phone charger. So let's take a look at our Apple CarPlay, and from your car, from your new Sorento, you can go and stream mine and Gabby's podcast, which is Trunk Talk, available on all streaming platforms and YouTube Sundays at 9 a.m. Oh, enjoy it.
It's a good podcast. I mean, I might be biased, but I think we talk about some hot topics.
We do, and I absolutely love how responsive this screen is. If you want to go back to the Kia side of it, you can again see that we have valet mode, and also you are able to really customize it. So say if I want setup to be my primary option, I can actually go and move it to the screen, and from here I'm able to access my vehicle, access all of the different items that Gabby talked about when it comes to our safety features too. And also I have the ability for a drop-down screen, which is customizable as well.
It's just like a phone, really.
It really is, and it's super easy to use. You guys saw how responsive that was. Also, I love how we're continuing with more of that darker chrome inside here, and it gives it a nice flat look. Makes the dash look huge, if I'm being quite honest. Tons of space in this vehicle.
Yep.
Now for the Sorento, right underneath our vents, stacked underneath that, we do have a switchable climate/infotainment controllable cluster. So from here, it's set to climate, and we do have a dual zone climate control. So I can have mine set to one, Gabby can have hers set to the other, or they can be synced together. Turn that off. But we do have always your controls here for auto climate, recirculated air, front and rear defrost. And then from here, you can see we've got map, home, you can search now. So you're able to pull that up on your new software. And from here, you can search contacts, you can search media, you can search features. It really is a cool, intuitive system. Also, should you want it to be one or the other and default back, simply hold this down. You can press which one you want it to default to. Two, I guess. I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but from here you can see that the driver and passenger seats are heated. And down here, you can see my phone here. I've got our wireless phone charger, but we also have the option for a USB for connectivity and charging, or for just charging, and another one here for Gabby. Awesome.
Aw,
Lots of space.
very nice.
Here's your leather top shifter that Gabby mentioned, and you'll notice it is a real shifter, so you can knock it over into manual as you can be in an automatic vehicle, of course. And let me take my mic off. Warning. Here's some ASMR. Yeah.
Wow.
That's the good stuff.
It purrs.
Yeah, really.
And I will say, I was talking about the drive earlier, and again, my drive was short and it wasn't spirited. This is a sold unit after all. You can really hear the 2.5 turbo purr. Oof. It has a beautiful sound to it, and something, I'm not an SUV person by any means, but I love this.
But something we talk about frequently is this is the SUV that changes your mind, isn't it?
Yes, every time I drive a Sorento with the turbo, I'm like, wait, maybe I could drive an SUV. And then I get back into a car and I'm like, nah.
I guess I'll keep my forte.
Yeah.
When it comes to our drive modes and terrain modes, we have normal, eco, sport, and smart. Each one of them, of course, are going to change your drive. And then for terrain modes, we've got snow, mud, and sand. Now, if you're curious as to what drive and terrain modes actually do, we have done a video on it. Check that out. If you have questions, we've done a video on pretty much almost
questions
anything.
too.
Heated steering wheel with 2 levels of heat, as I had mentioned. We also have auto hold when that is enabled and the vehicle's in drive. If you bring it to a complete stop, you are able to take your foot off of the brake. It will hold you there until you put your foot back on the gas. Downhill brake assist. I always say this wrong every single time. I literally had to look at Gabby for confirmation for that too, because that's the one thing that I just can't get right. Electronic parking brake. We also have idle stop and go, which of course we've already done a video on. Some people love it, some people hate it. If you hate it, keep that orange light on. Got your parking sensors and also your rear view camera. So you can see we have dynamic guidelines too. So as we're turning the wheel, these guidelines are going to shift, showing you where the vehicle's going to end up.
Look at the quality too.
Yeah, better than our streaming quality.
Toyota could never.
You can get theirs is better now.
Yes.
I don't think it's as good as this, but it's better. You can get a wide angle of your camera. Also, if you do have a hitch on this vehicle, which it is equipped to tow up to 2,000 pounds when properly equipped, there you go. You can line things up nice and good.
And I will point out this vehicle does already have the pre-wiring for a hitch.
Woohoo.
And if you are someone who's looking to tow the most they can with a Kia Sorento, get the X Pro trim because your towing capacity is 4,500 pounds with that trim level.
Crazy.
Yes.
So that's going to be comparable to the Santa Fe too.
Yes.
2 cup holders, convenient slot. How nice is it for our key in there?
Show the key.
New key design, slim profile design, like what we've seen on the Telluride and EV9. Lock, unlock, tailgate, panic button, and also remote start.
Very nice.
In the console, we have a little tray here for your change. Lots of space at the back and the front. Pretty deep. Actually, a little bit deeper than, so that's a good amount of space in there. Little convenient spot again for your phone. Up top, we got some lights. Just regular bulbs here. Nice light headliner.
Sunroof is certainly an option in the Kia Sorento. I was
Not
going
in
to
this
say
one,
Supercharged.
but in some of them.
But you do get a panoramic roof in the other trims.
Tons of room in this vehicle, I will say. Arguably, there's not going to be as much as in the redesigned Santa Fe, but still not enough that you're going to have a problem. Now, of course, with the Santa Fe's, you do have the option for the 7-seater configuration. We're set in the 6-seater configuration right now, which has captain's chairs. Gabby, why don't you show your door real quick, because I love how they have the cup holder integrated there. It's a nice convenience feature too. We have some soft touch leather, your window controls, handhelds, speakers, more gunmetal designs. Everything we love to see.
Would be nice to see sunshades, but nonetheless.
But that's okay.
Still okay.
Here's some more
Pocket, speaker. Seats are
ASMR.
super easy to move to.
Yes. Yeehaw. Great feature to have. We have rear air vents, so you know you're getting some control and airflow back here. With pockets, again, I love that we have the dual. We've got the leather with the cargo for stretch. USB-Cs on both seats for charging. We also have a little cargo pocket right here, so you can slip your phone in there. Again, these seats are incredibly comfortable. I love this design. You also have a 12-volt down at the bottom too. Very comfortable. You've got armrests, adjustable armrests too.
There we go.
And of course, with this 6-seater configuration, it makes it very easy to get into the back seat, which I'll show you.
All right, Ryan's worried there's no heated seats in the rear. Not on this trim. This is one up from the base model, mind you guys. But we do have heated seats as an option.
Yeah, this is one up from the base model. That's crazy.
You popped your head out. Also, Charlotte crawled through the middle. However, if you want to do things a little easier, you can press this button up top, knock it down, slides forward, and then you can step on in to hop in the rear.
Woohoo! So here I am in the rear. Gabby, if you want to get that seatbelt out of the way, there's a seatbelt clip.
What?
Underrated feature.
All right, let's see if I can do it with one hand. I am not very good at my job. Oh, there we go. Spoke too soon.
There you go. Good job. In the back seat, obviously I'm not going to have as much room as I would in the Santa Fe. I still have a decent amount of space with these seats. You are sitting up higher. You can see we have a platform because this is an all-wheel drive vehicle, so it is built up like a step. But I do have 2 USB-Cs back here. I still have a cup holder and a little phone slot too. Also, there are the controls to knock down the second row seating. So let's see if I get my left and rights right.
Sweet.
So there you go. So if you're putting stuff into the trunk and you need more space, you can knock that down. We've got a 12 volt back here too. These seats are incredibly comfortable. I must say, they're very comfortable.
If you're curious if you can live in the back of a Kia Sorento, you certainly can. I did it.
Also, all of these seats have car seat anchors, so even in the third row too.
Yep.
And you can see how easy I can come out.
Oh,
There we go.
how easy was that?
Very easy. I like that we've got a plastic step there, so saving some mud from tracking its way all the way into the trunk or into the third row.
The air curtains, again, vertically stacked with the headlights. Glossy black grille in the center, and then a bunch of chrome surrounding it, which is quite nice. A mix of, Kia calls it opposites united. Are you getting that vibe, Charlotte?
Opposites united?
Yes.
Yeehaw.
Yes, I think that's what they were going for. Yeehaw. All right, let's take a look at the questions, see what you guys have to say. And my question for the viewers is, would you prefer the Sorento or the Santa Fe?
Yeah, we've seen both this week. When it comes to price point, we've done a video on all the pricing for the Santa Fe. Let me just grab the pricing actually for the Sorento. So the base, we have 5 trims for the Sorento. The LX is going to be $38,975. That's your MSRP. And then the X Pro is going to be the top. It's going to be more rugged, and that's $52,475. So all of them are priced a little bit under the Santa Fe.
Yep.
So there's your pricing range too.
MG wants us to turn on the hazard lights. I will get that on.
Yeah. Here, I'll take the camera. That way we can go over and look. Let's flip this around. Flippy, flippy. There we go.
All
There's
right,
the
check
hazards
it
on.
out.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
All right, I'm gonna turn the car off now.
Yep.
All right, and it reminds you that the device is left in the wireless charger. So Charlotte, don't forget your phone in there.
I will not. Sorry for that jump scare and turning the camera around.
Wait a minute, you lived in the back of a Sorento? Sounds like a story. So I didn't live there, but I went camping, and it was kind of like backcountry camping, but I didn't feel like tenting. So I slept in the back of the Sorento, knocked the second and the third row down, so it goes almost completely flat. But unfortunately, my mom's Sorento does have the captain's chair, so there is a gap between the second row. Just filled it with all my bags, slept like a dream, had the panoramic roof, looked at the stars. It was great. I was just terrified of bears the entire night.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, let's see. Normally I would say Kia, but I think I'm liking the Santa Fe. And that was from Ryan, who has worked with both brands.
Ooh.
So, okay, that's a fair take, Ryan. That's fair. What are the wait times for the P or the HEV? Is there a backlog already? Oh, so when it comes to the Sorento plug-in hybrid, this was a little bit of a... We were kind of confused for a while because we thought since they're redesigning the gas for 2024, the hybrid and the plug-in hybrid would follow suit. But apparently that's not the case. We just found out about this, and all of Kia Canada's sort of information shows the previous body style Sorento. So it looks like things are going to be unchanged for 2024. If we're going to get them or not remains a mystery, but we really thought they were going to go with the refresh styling. Nonetheless, we usually tell our customers about a 2-year wait for them. There's just been no information. We haven't received one for a long, long time, and that is just the case in Canada right now. Okay. Esso, Shell, Petro Canada, Mobil, or Costco, which gas do you prefer for your Kia car? I know I'm going to sound like a horrible car person right now, but I stop wherever my car stops. I drove to work. My commute is about 38 kilometers. My car had just over 40. So I left for work to not stop for gas. So I'm just going to hit up the closest gas station going home.
The Esso. I usually go to the Esso.
Yeah, I know Shell is typically the best. My dad has a classic Mustang. He'll only take it to Shell. For me, I don't drive a performance car, so I just go wherever I can, or wherever I have to go.
Yeah.
Also, gas prices are something I don't pay too much attention to. I might sound like a bit of a baller here. I usually don't have the option to go to the next gas station. So I'm like, I can't.
It's like, no, I'm acting out of desperation, actually.
I'm like, I guess I'll get gas here, guys.
Oh, that's so funny.
Let's see. Is the K5 2025 coming to Canada? It
No,
is not.
it's not, unfortunately.
Let's go through what's been discontinued the last year.
Let's not.
Number 1. We've had 3 cars and all of them.
Be sad.
Yeah. Anyway, Rio K5 Stinger.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2 out of 3 of those
Yeah.
are my favorites.
And what do they all have in common?
They're gone.
Well, yeah, but they're small cars.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah.
They're not SUVs.
They're not SUVs.
I wish I was rich enough to not worry about gas price. No, it's certainly not, because
That's not the situation.
no, absolutely not. I'm not rich. I'm just not smart. Let's see. Oh, Pat's answering questions too. Let's see. Those LED signal lights look like car eyebrows. They kind of do, and I like
A
it.
little bit.
All
That's
cars
character.
have a face.
Should we get the eyelashes like I usually see on VW Bugs?
No.
Put those on it.
I don't know if the
She'd be
customer would
pretty.
love that.
No.
All right, and again, this is an EX trim level, so we will be getting more Sorentos in the coming weeks, months. Eventually, we'll collect them all. We'll have one video of each trim level, or more videos of each trim. So stay
Hopefully
tuned.
able to compare them. But I must say, with the refresh of the Sorento, I think that it is very impressive, especially considering this is one up from the base model, and it has such nice features. But I'm really, really excited to see the Alex once it arrives, because as Gabby mentioned, there's so many different features on it that are going to be standard. I think it's going to be very, very impressive. Especially for the price point, too.
The buttons work with gloves on, ? So I'm guessing you mean the screen buttons, and they do depending on the type of glove. If you're wearing a leather glove, or even those
Tech gloves.
tech gloves, yep, then it will. But if you're wearing any other than that, no.
If I'm being quite honest, I don't usually drive with gloves on, because I have this controller in my Sportage, too. But because I have a heated steering wheel, I'm never really driving with gloves, and it's going to be the same thing with this car, too. But
I'm glad.
And you have remote start, too, so you can heat it up before.
I'm glad you mentioned remote start and heated steering wheel, because of course you can start it from the key fob, but you also have Kia Connect in all trim levels of the Sorento. So base to top, you're getting Kia Connect. It's free for 3 years. You can turn on your vehicle in advance, set the temperature to it exactly what you like, and turn on the heated steering wheel. So the second you hop into your car, everything is perfect for you.
Someone asked, are the side view mirrors adjustable, or do they automatically adjust in tight spaces? They are electronically controlled, but they are not power folding or power adjustable, so they don't, come in when you're parking.
They're power adjustable, not power folding.
Yes, sorry, my apologies. Yes.
Yes.
That's what I meant.
But they don't react to
The
outside
area.
elements or whatnot, yeah. Christian drives with racing gloves. I would expect
You're
nothing else,
cooler than
Christian.
us.
Let's see. That would be a dream to have all trims in one video.
Yeah, tell us about it.
Yes.
We'd settle for even just on our lot.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if it was on the lot,
On
we'd
our
totally
incoming
film it.
list.
Yeah. Oh, those are the days.
Yeah.
A lot of people talking about Costco gas.
Sweet.
I can't say I don't have a Costco membership, so I've never had Costco
I
gas.
don't anymore, unfortunately.
Plus, Costco stresses me out.
I have to go during the week, and then
There's too much going on.
It's too busy on the weekends for me.
Let's see. Are the Sorento's tires the same size as the Sportages? No, so the tires are typically a different size. You might have the same size wheel, so these are 20s. Actually, no, Sportage just says 19s. 20s for the Michelins. Yeah. How long is the wait after getting the VIN? So usually the VIN would indicate that obviously the car is built and it's nearby. We would say probably about a month, but it also depends on where your vehicle is coming from. So if it's a car coming from Korea, it could take a bit longer than something coming from the States.
A couple of people asking about wait times for Sorentos. We're actually getting back to the point where we are starting to see some that are arriving that are actually just dealer stock, which is very exciting.
Yep, Pat also said, We have almost every trim coming on the 2024 Sorento, and many are not yet sold. So if you are in the market for a Sorento, definitely contact us. We have our contact information in the video description. You can get a hold of our fantastic sales team. And we mentioned this in quite a few of our videos. I don't know if we said it today yet. We don't charge MSRP markups.
Well, we do charge MSRP. We don't charge dealer markups.
Yeah, no dealer markups.
No market adjustment fees, anything like that.
Our sales team is salaried, not
non-commission.
So they'll treat you good, and you might even get to come by and check out the Brantford Kia studio. It's quite the place.
Well, we're at about the 30-minute mark, so we should probably sign off for the day. But we do have a fun video coming at 6 p.m. tonight. It's going to be a trim breakdown of what is in the 2024 Santa Fe in each trim. So stay tuned for that tonight at 6 p.m.
Yeah, highly requested video. And I think we might actually do one for the Sorento as well, too, just to follow suit. So take care, you guys. Have a good rest of your day, and be sure to stay tuned for the latest Kia and Hyundai news.
Bye.
Bye.